9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show.
Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Hey man, yeah, Derek Lau. Happy Chinese New Year, man. It's not really Chinese New Year yet. I think it should be soon, like February, right? February the 1st. Yeah, it's gonna be happy birthday for me this weekend. That's for sure. Hey George, how are you? How are you guys doing, man? Yes, today we have the small little matter of deciding where we are gonna go for our next countdown challenge. In case you guys are unsure of what's happening, let me see if I can put it in. I don't know whether I still have it. No. Okay, we're gonna undo this. Can I undo this? Well, that's gonna be a really long nonsense. Yeah, it's a poll. Damn it. Now I can't find my own poll. So yes, we are going to be playing in the we are looking at doing a this is crazy. Man, why this I don't know, man. Why does it stop working when I want it to work, and then when it's otherwise it's fine, you know what I mean? Like every time you click on something, you're expecting it to work, right? And then you go in and then you click on something and suddenly it stops working. I have to find the link. I'm like, how do I find the link? I think if you can, I'll link this and see whether you can work in chat. Okay, guys, let's see. Okay, where's the chat? Where's the chat? There we go. I'm hoping it works, man. Yeah, I don't know if you can get in there. There's a poll on where we want to go, where we should be going. So if you haven't voted, please vote. Yeah. It's busy because recently got a job. Oh man, that's good, man. That's good. That's good. Congratulations. You hear a lot of popping in the background. It's because the fireworks people are celebrating already. Like the Chinese New Year is gonna happen soon, and people are they're just basically doing the thing that they do, which in my neighborhood means we're gonna launch fireworks. That's what happens in my neighborhood. So very quickly, there's a poll out, and let me just share with you the poll. Okay, so this is the poll. Where should we be going next? So these are the questions based on what we discussed on the last stream. Return Sampdoria to Cup and League glory. The Palermo revival project return to Serie A. Glory. Why Sampdoria? Because Sampdoria actually was there was a time, right, when they were a real. I mean, you think of Sampdoria, you think of cups. Right. They also won the league once only. Then Palermo revival project returned to Serie A. They was relegated, so now we want to try and get them back into consecutive seasons. Glory with 2 French sides. Basically, do as much as we can with those clubs. Pisa succeed with an asymmetrical tactic. Somehow or another, leading tower Pisa. But I don't think we can make a tactic that looks like a leading tower Pisa. Win the Serie A and the Champions League with Lazio, and all win 2 titles in a row. So if you get a chance to, please vote, because these are the results so far. The link is in the chat, or you can find it in the posts on the channel. Because I also popped it on the post on the main channel. So this is where we are. So far, it looks like the return to Sampdoria and Cup and League glory is the one that most people have been voting for. And of course, a close second is the Serie A, which basically 3 votes only. I think most of the votes are going to returning Sampdoria to Cup and League glory. Palermo revival project so far hasn't received any votes. Glory will reign. That's a French club. Nice nothing. Pisa basically succeed with an asymmetrical tactic. The Bas Challenge is Sociedad. We received 2 votes. The Serie A Champions League with Lazio has been 1 vote. So if you want to have your say, yeah, vote on those, man. Hey, Roma FM, how are you, man? Marcus Seidler, you'd like my attributes video. Thanks, man. I'm revisiting some of the older videos I did. A lot of people have suggested that the older videos really help them a lot. And I have to retune some of the older videos because I notice a lot of people are linking to them and watching them. And certain things like, for example, right, in the older videos when you do transitions, there's a... Can you hear that? That's literally... I don't live in a war zone. This is fireworks. I mean, I know it's my birthday is coming on tomorrow, but they don't have to release the fireworks right now. Right, the fireworks are just going off, man. Yeah, everyone is getting excited. My wife bought all these fireworks for my birthday as well. So like, crazy woman. I don't know what's this thing with people and fireworks. I don't get it, man. I really don't. I love it. I love flying my drone through them. But no. Anyway, coming back to this, the videos I want to do, I'm going to be revisiting some of the older videos, especially duties, right? Okay, because if you look at Football Manager right now, there used to be older advice in the past where people give, right? Essentially was, you don't have like 2 attack duties, or you don't have this, you don't do this, you don't do that, or, you know, underlap is going to increase the individual mentality, or whatever, all that stuff. All that stuff is not history. It's just hot air coming out of somebody's mouth. Ignore it. Because right now, what's more important in the game is going to be your roles, right? The roles you said, individual mentality means jack shit. So what you want to do is you want to look at the roles. You want to just remember what the duty does, but you got to remember one thing as well. Different roles react differently to like when you're attacking. And then somebody was criticizing, and I don't get, why do you people have to criticize somebody else for their tactic? I mean, like, let them be, right? Okay, so this guy has a low block tactic, and he did a front press, and then the guy, and with a low line of engagement and a lower defensive line, the guy responds in the chat and goes, "Oh, this is a mid block because high block because you are pressing in the front." I'm like, dude, he's got a low line of engagement. It means the rest of the team is going to drop back. Now you gotta understand what the line of engagement, how it affects your pressing intensity as well. But if your front 3 are just pressing, it just means that as the rest of your team falls back, those front 2 or 3 players, they're gonna press aggressively. Now in a low block, sometimes that can be helpful because when you play with low pressing intensity, the guys hold their position. But now you got 2 strikers running around hounding everybody within your block. How cool is that? I mean, you don't have because if you play with 0 pressing, like negative, or you can't do negative pressing anyway, but 0 pressing, right? If you do 0 pressing, what's going to happen is, especially if you don't have any other stuff like TIs, no, or OIs, right? Sometimes you see the parting of the Red Sea effect. Like the strikers don't do anything; they just let the players come through the middle. So don't criticize somebody else's tactic. Hey, I'm like, hey, live and let learn, man. Live and let die. Kind of shit. Yeah, man. How can I get your DNA squad views? Or what's your attribute view? I would like to use those views. Oh, Roma FM. Dropbox folder. I think it's linked to any of my YouTube shows, right? So you see the Dropbox folder. You see the DNA. You see a link to my Dropbox folder. Within the Dropbox folder, you find skins, views, tactics, schedules. Yeah, it's all there, man. It's everything is there. And then when I make a new one, I'll update. So I keep it in that folder. So if I bring something new, then I'll just update it. The only thing I don't dump inside there are all my tactics because yeah, you guys have seen my folder, right? You know how disorganized I am. I have so many tactics right now. I have to basically create what I call baseline tactics and leave them in one folder, and then I just go and make changes based on the save. So I found a very good way of organizing my work now. It's taken me 15 years, 20 for that matter, for Championship Manager to figure it out. I'm such an idiot, man. I mean, I'm the only guy that crashed Football Manager because I had too many tactics in my folders. The only guy, as I say, it's never happened to anyone else before. Then I proved it. Look, guys, seriously, let me create one more tactic or crash. And I kept doing it. It works. It happens to me all the time. Oh man, that was stupid, man. Yeah, my video on creative passing animate. Oh, to your imagination. Good, man. Because creative passing is something that I was doing a long time ago. I noticed that yeah, I think some of my best work was in 2016 and 2017, right? So yeah, I think some of the best videos I've ever made was back then. And that was when I had more time on my hands to do creatives. I mean, I had more time on my hands to sit down and smoke the peace pipe. Now with kids running around, the homeschooling and kids everywhere, it's like sometimes I'm sitting down there, what video do I need to do next? I've been thinking of doing like basically discussion videos as well. Like, you know, what's going on with the community, what's wrong with the game. I've criticized this game plenty of times, and I'm okay. The thing about me is this, right? I don't like doing negative stuff. That's my nature. But I don't like to do a video where I go like, yeah, I'm not that kind of person. Right. I'll try and make bad shit work for me. That's me. That's my nature in life. Yeah, I don't go into something and just do it for the sake of something else. Like, you know, I mean, like somebody asked me a question. What's my background? It's a very interesting question. Somebody said, you sound like you know a lot about football, blah 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 blah. Honestly speaking, right, I've always been in love with football since I was young. Right. In fact, I was kind of sad I couldn't make the school football team because I was wearing a turban back in those days. So hitting a ball with a turban was a bit difficult, needless to say. And yeah, one day on the pitch, somebody grabbed my turban and decided to do a touchdown with it. Yeah, I'm not joking. It actually happened. So he grabbed my turban off the top of my head and ran the length of the field and shouting, "Touchdown!" And I was like, I didn't know whether to kill him or laugh. I chose to laugh. So then I ended up, you know, loving the sport so much that I ended up knowing a lot about it, right? So I did research and reading about it, and Championship Manager came along the way, the first edition. Then I ended up working at I got asked to work at ESPN. It wasn't more, yeah. I ended up at ESPN, and basically because I knew football and most sports, it's like amazing. They go like, does anybody here know diving and how they calculate? Does anybody here know water polo? Does anybody here know football? Okay, Daljit, do you know hockey? Yeah, okay, that's it. That's me. I'm just a sportsman. I played loads of sports in my life, right? So I just love it. And football was the one crazy sport I was nuts about, right? So I ended up having an encyclopedic knowledge when I was much younger, and it was fun. That led to one thing and another. So yeah, that's basically how I ended up with Football Manager. Football Manager has been a joy for me because I'm lucky, because I'm also very, very blessed, right? Because of the friends I made along the way in the Football Manager community. And I'm blessed because in the early days when before social media, the guys in Sports Interactive, they used to hang out with all of us, right? So Paul, Collier, and Mark the Collier brothers, they would hang out with us, right? We would be chatting, and yeah. And I guess, based on all those discussions we had, there's an inside working knowledge of the game, not because of anything else, but because he shared his love for the game with us. Yeah. So that's basically it. Best wishes, yeah, man. Thanks, man. The best advice I can give someone who wants to play the game is don't listen to people that start giving advice but say you cannot. Exactly. Then what Chico says is absolutely true. If you play Football Manager and you meet somebody who says you cannot do this in the game of Football Manager because this doesn't work, stop listening to that person. I mean, if somebody were to tell you right now that you cannot play with... Okay, I've heard this advice, right? Okay, you cannot create a tactic with no attack duties. I'm like, huh? Really? Then I go out and I make one. You've been on my stream so many times. Remember the stream where somebody said you cannot play on very attacking mentality, and I played an entire season of very attacking mentality? How about the season when people say you cannot play on defensive mentality? We play on defensive mentality. How about the guy who came and said you cannot have any tactic, you cannot win, you cannot score goals if your tactic has no attack duties? Boom, we created tactics with no attack duties, and we had one, right? Mazala attack. But we also had like tactics without that. Don't listen to people who tell you things can't be done. I mean, if you're going to do that, you're going to do that with everything in your life, man. And that's bad for your life. Okay? Life is it's not about listening to what can't be done. If people say this can't be done, we would have gone to the moon. If this can't be done, yeah, man, so many things. Sheesh. I wouldn't have been able to walk. I remember that one. That was cool. When I was partially paralyzed, the doctor told my parents, your son will be very lucky if he can walk again. And then this, blah, blah, blah. He's going to have to this, blah, blah, blah. A lot of bloody negative shit, man. Then I was like, fuck this doctor. I'm going to prove him wrong, man. I mean, what walk? I'm going to fucking run a marathon in 2 years, and I did that. Okay? So don't ever let anybody tell you something can't be done. Of course, we're talking here about positive things, eh? We're not talking about, hey, you know what I mean? The bad shit, okay? Just leave that one out. Who do you think are the most underrated Premier League players of all time? Underrated Premier League players? I suggest you do a football jersey tour. What of all my jerseys in the house? I got more jerseys incoming, guys. One day I will do that. I mean, if I wanted to do it, I can't hang all my jerseys because there's no space. Then maybe I should do. I mean, like maybe I will. Okay, wait, should I? But then I have to pour all the jerseys out. There's so many. I mean, like. I had to get my son to come in, hold the jersey. Son, Ivory Coast, please. Son, Finland, please. Son, the one from Ghana, thank you. Son, it's gonna be fun. Torture my son. Yeah, because if I die tomorrow, my son is gonna inherit all those jerseys. Can you imagine that? So who do I think are the most underrated players, Premier League players of all time? Emmanuel Petit. Yeah, I gotta mention that straight away. Emmanuel Petit from Arsenal. He was in the Invincible squad. He was one of the most underrated players ever in the Premier League. When he popped up on the scene, right, everybody was like, who the hell is this Emmanuel Petit? I still remember because I was a hardcore Liverpool fan. So who the is Emmanuel Petit? Emmanuel Petit was the most underrated player in that Arsenal team, in my honest opinion. Another underrated player, underappreciated player, okay, was like for United was Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes was actually the heartbeat of the team. They have all these stars around there. They got David Beckham, they got all this Rob Van Nistelrooy, they got Roy Keane. But everybody was like, I was like going, man, the guy who makes this team tick is Paul Scholes because it's linking up attack and midfield. Sorry, attack and defense. Yeah, let's see who are the current underrated players. Current underrated players. I think there are a few, right? There are quite a few. There's some from West Ham. West Ham have got a lot of underrated players. Thomas Susek. West Ham have got some very underrated players. I've done a video on some of these players. I mean, back then, not now. When Paul Scholes was first playing, you're talking about Paul Scholes who became phenomenal later. I'm talking about Paul Scholes when he first started, when he was in that team in those early days. Yeah. Now he's regarded as one of the best ever. Yeah, it took a long time before he was regarded. In the early days, no, definitely not. There are a lot of other players around him. But for me, the most underrated player of all time is Emmanuel Petit for the Arsenal team. Without a shadow of a doubt. I can't think of anybody else. I mean, every time I think of underrated players, the first name that comes out was, I know, much later, Paul Scholes. I mean, I'm not going to compare. I mean, Paul Scholes probably, after a while, I'm talking about his first few seasons, right? It was underrated. Then after that, he emerged and became now the undisputed superstar of the team, right? He's like the archetype, like, thinking about one of the best playmakers, right? Paul Scholes. Who do I think? Like, I'm thinking of like other players right now. I can't think of any. Yeah. For me, the only one is Emmanuel Petit. Nah, Son Heung-min, no way, man. I don't think he's underrated. It's not a question. Son Heung-min is a very good player in his own right? But he's not underrated. I mean, I don't think he is underrated. Wait, what's the definition of underrated? Underrated means the player, okay, is no one can. Okay, when he's playing in that position, right, people misvalue his contribution to the team. Okay? They underrate his contribution to the team, or they devalue his contribution to the team, right? So these are Son Heung-min. I wouldn't say is underrated. Park and Carrick, or Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe, 100. Yeah, man, that was one underrated player. Jermaine Defoe was definitely underrated. Claude Makelele was a superstar. Claude Makelele created a position that was basically, I mean, if SI had created a role and called it a Makelele role, everybody would have gone, yeah, okay, that's a Makelele role, because he made that role his own. Flamini was a good player only for a short while. Yeah, Flamini was okay. Son is alright. I mean, like, Son Heung-min is in a good club right now, right? I mean, okay, let's clarify something about Spurs. Okay, Spurs are a good club. I mean, come on, a team with Harry Kane, Son Heung-min, Højbjerg. You telling me that team is a bad team? I'm sorry, man. Spurs are a good team. They are a good team. I mean, like, what does a player need to do? Get into a superb team before he starts playing well? I mean, look at some of the best players in the world, right? They can play that position and make a team tick. Yeah. For me, a player is underrated when he is underappreciated. Okay, for me, right? Okay, this is something interesting. Gini Wijnaldum was very underrated by a lot of people. I thought Gini Wijnaldum, when he was playing for Liverpool, was an very, very good link player. Because, you see, when I say underrated, it means that his absence in the team will be felt. Okay? So when Gini Wijnaldum was playing for Liverpool, a lot of people were complaining about his lack of tackling, or his lack of this, or his lack of that. But I was looking at Gini Wijnaldum in one other sense. He never lost the ball. The ball goes to him, he links play up, and he gets into attack. He was always in the half spaces. He was always linking up play. He was always maybe the second person before a key pass. So for me, Gini Wijnaldum was very underrated, even by the fans. So that's how I see it. So for me, when we talk about underrated players, when the player is in that team, right, you don't... even Gavi at Barcelona right now, he's a damn good player, right? But why is everybody suddenly thinking Gavi is going to leave, man? I think he's going to leave Barcelona. He's not going to be there, man. Gavi is already been... we're not talking about underrated players anymore, right? Okay, so Gavi might be going. Okay, guys, so let's see the votes, man. Okay, come on. Let's want to see what's the situation. Okay, we're coming back to our little discussion on... Wow, we have... Since we started, now got 40 votes. From 40 people, FK Sampdoria to Cup and League glory is like running away, you know. 52, 21 of you have asked for Sampdoria. I'm going to leave this open for the weekend, right? And then probably I'll get a thumbnail done, and on Monday, we shall find out who we are going to go to. Because Serie A champs, so only 2 people were interested in Napoli, okay? Apparently, this is interesting, man. 52, half of the voters have gone to this. Alright, this is very, very interesting. Okay, so Kevin Nolan under Simon Allardyce was underrated. Yeah, Moussa Dembele, 100%. Oi, who said that? Who called Moussa Dembele? Moussa Dembele is super underrated. Super underrated. Moussa Dembele, you cannot get the ball off his feet. I mean, the link-up play between midfield and attack, Moussa Dembele was one of my favorite Spurs players. That guy was damn good, man. Have you ever played Ultimate Football Manager? Nah, never played any other. I play other football management games, but they don't really last for very long. So, have I disappeared? Yes, guys, that's an invisible me. I'm back. Okay. All right, so this is how we ended the season, right? Okay. I still won't forget. I'm going to be doing another video on this, right? But look at this finish, man, on the stream. This is one storming finish, man, this season. Chelsea, we beat Chelsea with a low block. We sat back and we played Chelsea out of the park with a low block, man. Look at this. 89-99. Chelsea couldn't smell our goal. But we were damn lucky in this game, right? Douglas Luiz with the 85th minute goal. Look at that. So once again, right, every time I do a countdown challenge, once the countdown challenge is done, the save goes to Discord. You guys pick it up. It's like, I've done whatever I can do with the countdown challenge and you guys take over from there. So you always come with the tactics. Right. So you probably see a lot of tactics here, right? Along the way. Things I experimented with during the season, all kinds of funky shit you'll see. Yeah, so we got all that. So we got the Villa Ironside. I think, what is this? Villa Ironside. We have the Villa low block, and then we had the Villa go crazy. So this was the formation we used with Villa. Poacher, wide target man, Ronaldo attack, Mazzala attack. This is the one that got us the finishing touch with the Europa Cup final. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna look at the squad and its numbers, right? Just to quickly look at this. Like, when I analyze, right? See, I still analyze saves, right? Even though they're finished. See, look at this. Clear-cut chances created. I want you to look at this name here. This is a player that we signed, Mario Rui, on loan, and then he'll join the club. But check him out. 16 games played, 10 clear-cut chances created. Over here, we got Jacob Ramsey, 7 games played, 7 clear-cut chances created. Look at Leon Bailey. Right. So 7-7, 2.18. Cataldi, of course, we can't say much, right? He was injured, right? But look at this. 8 games played, 7 clear-cut chances created. Key passes per 90, 2.31. This is one crazy performance, man. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna discuss where are we gonna go, right? Then after that, we're gonna do draft mode. If you guys are keen on draft mode, yes, we are gonna decide right now, today's stream, where we're gonna go. So there's still time to get your votes in, man. Once again, the link to the vote, the links to the vote. So let me just put it back in chat. Is here. Okay, you definitely want to have a say in where we're going, okay? Because the poll results right now look something like this. Second. So we've got votes coming in, right? So far it's been a one-horse race, man. Return Sampdoria to Cup and League glory. 22 votes have got in. We got Reigns has picked up a few votes. The Paemo Revival Project has picked up a few votes. And Serie A, Bass Challenge, you're all picking up. Oh, looks like these guys are picking up some votes from you guys as well. So what? Yeah, we are deciding, man, where we're gonna go. Okay, let's just do this, right? Okay, let's check this out. Okay, Sampdoria, right? Oh, there we have it. Okay, Sampdoria. Let's talk about Sampdoria for a moment, right? Why would this be a good save? Okay. Yeah, but merger between two teams. Okay, we know that. There is the crest of this. I like this crest, man. It looks like this guy is smoking a peace pipe. They won the Scudetto once in the history, 1991. The club has also won the Copa 4 times. I was watching football a lot. No, these years. These years I was really tuned to the Serie A. This was the Sampdoria years, right? And Diego Maradona years, right? Oh my goodness, when I was in Naples at that time. But 95, 88, 98, 94, Super Italiana once, but it's nothing. Then they reached the European Cup final, losing to Barcelona so they did well enough to get there in 92, but after 92, they went into a slump. Yeah, they went into a slump. Okay. Then here we go. 1993. I think this is the owner, right, the club. Mantovani, he died and then his son took over, and then after that, okay, during the following 4 seasons, they left the club. And then Juan Sebastian Roveron, Ariel Ortega, all left. They had Clarence Seedorf, Christian Karambu, 1995. Oh, sorry. These are the ones he added, sorry. Juan Sebastian Araya, Toga, Seedorf and Karambu, they reached the semi-final losing out to Arsenal. Then they were relegated in 99. Well, they had Antonio Casano from Real Madrid as well in this team. Wow, not bad. Who's in the current squad? Okay, current squad will have Morten Torsby. I like him. If I don't know if you guys remember watching that. Utility players, right? Where the utility players, that can F9 position can be top player with lack of speed. F9 is a player that has got to be passing vision, decisions, and flair, right? He doesn't have that. Those don't play him there. Julien Chabot, okay, Chabot. Okay, when you say Chabot, right, in local Hokkien dialect, this means woman. Manolo Capiatini, I love this guy. This guy is such a legend. Oh my goodness. Alex Ferrari is a good defender. Not bad. They basically got two decent strikers, but these are not exactly super fast players, right? Gabbiadini is well past his prime, but he's still a very good finisher. Then they got Ronaldo Vieira. This is the son of... Is he the son of Patrick Vieira? No, he's not. Can't be. No, he can't be, right? He's just got Vieira as a name. Yeah, Vieira is not Vieira, it's different Vieira, whatever. Okay. However you pronounce it. Okay, they got quite a few interesting players. Alex Ferrari is not a bad defender. I mean, he's basically like a, how do I put this up? He's a squad player, right? Yeah, you won't use him as the first choice. They got Aguero, Chabo, Maya Yoshida is another substitute. Not bad. He's not that bad. It's okay, but he's got... So this defense is so-so. Odero is okay. Andrea Conte, I remember him. He's very familiar, man. He's very familiar. Where was it? Where was he? He's an AC Milan player. Yeah, he was. Went from Parma to Sampdoria. Andrea Conte is actually okay. I mean, I think he's a bit old right now, right? Okay. Well, not too bad. Who had we got out of low? Jason Murillo. Okay. Federico Bonazzoli. I know this player. This is a striker. I've actually signed him before. Bonazzoli. Okay. Gianluca Caprari. Okay, I can work with these players, man. I would definitely recall him. How to recall them? They're already out. We have to survive without them for one season. But Caprari is not that bad. No? I mean, he's not bad, but if he's out on loan, other players, Nick Prelec does not exist. Okay, managerial. Look at that, man. Look at the managers that they've had. Okay, any familiar names here? I think they got one. They had an Argentinian manager. Who was it? Bernardini. Here. Menotti was here. Goran Eriksson was here. I mean, Goran Eriksson was here for 5 seasons, man. Then we've got Menotti, David Platt. Spalletti was here as well. Mazzari. Look at the managers they've had. They've had some big names here. Walter Zenga, the former keeper. This guy was at one point, if I'm not mistaken, right? He was a keeper, right? Yeah, he was a keeper. Well, Walter Zenga was in the Italian national setup. Vincenzo Montella, Crowley Ranieri. Oh boy. Okay. Someone else got the city of Genoa. The biggest groups are Ultras, whatever. Okay. The groups of the biggest rivals are Genoa. They played a Lantern Derby. Lantana. So how is the position so far? 8, 6, 9, 16. Yeah, then they got 6. So highest they've placed is second. So they won the Serie A once in 1990, 91. Coppa Italia, most recent one. They don't have any in the last 10 years, right? Nothing. So this is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one. This is a very, very interesting one. So let's see, guys. Let's see where we go. So once again, guys, get your votes in. Got 52 votes. My goodness, the Palermo revival project is picking up some steam, man. This is interesting. You guys. Any insight for playing right foot Mazzala on left side or opposite? I think when it comes to Mud Blaster, when it comes to whether you should play on the right or the left, the only thing I would recommend is this. Mazzala, because he's going to come in, he's going to go to the left. Okay, whenever you play the Mazzala, you have to remember one thing, right? He's going to go into the half space of that specific flank, right? So if you're playing on the left side, he's going to go into the half space on the left side. So what do you need? You need the guy to have at least a right foot. For him to go to the left side, already he also needs a left foot too. So Mazzalas actually need both feet. They need to be proficient at both feet, right? So I wouldn't take a left-only player as Mazzala, because if he goes to the half space, if his left foot is good, his right foot is buggered, then he's not going to be able to do those curls with outside his foot. So you need both feet. Why can you hear the cracking noise happening? So guys, let's go. If you want to get your votes in, you better get them in now, man. Because this is once again, this is oops, second monitor. This is what we got. Return Sampdoria to Cup and League glory. Palermo revival project. Glory with Rane. Glory with Nice. Look at that, Nice never made it. Look at that, it barely got off the ground. One token vote. Then you got two votes here. But these two, it's a 2-horse race, man. Let's refresh the page. It's a 2-horse race, man. 66 votes now. The Palermo Revival Project return to Serie A is picking up steam. It's becoming a choo-choo train. But this is all I gotta do is get that promoted in 2 seasons. This, I've got to win the cup and the league title within 2 seasons. Which do you think is more do you think is gonna be more crazy? And I think it's now I'm itching to play a 4-4-2. That's the worst thing, right? I'm itching to play a 4-4-2. Can you imagine I'm going back to the Serie A and the first thing I do when I go to the Serie A is play a 4-4-2? I don't know what I'm going to do, man. So where do you guys think? So far, let's see. Where to vote? There we go. That's the link to the vote, man. And also, it's on the Discord as well, Hanyo. I put it on Discord as well. So right up there in the Discord, inside the welcome page was there. So we are getting a lot of interesting votes coming in. The question now is 60 votes now. This is in real time, right? These votes are going up. Right? When I started the stream, there's something like what 20 votes. We had 30 votes. Now it's gone up to 60 votes. It's a bloody 2-horse race, and the gap is about the same, 6. Okay, but you never know, right? It could overnight be win Serie A and Champions League with Lazio. It could be that, man. And I myself haven't voted. I myself have not voted. 61 votes. I suspect there is a. Hey, let me just check one thing. Okay, let's just vote once. How do you vote? Okay. Let's see if we can vote again. Oh, you can't vote again, huh? You can only vote once. Wow, there's a responses timeline. Where shall I like this, man. It's so technical. Because I thought I start using these kind of things more often. Just play his Chemnitz in Bundesliga is harder to beat Dortmund than Bayern. Hey, this isn't a countdown. This isn't a countdown challenge where we want you to take the worst team in the world and try and beat Bayern Munich with it in 2 seasons. Come on, guys, it's not that kind of thing. They said, let's do something fun instead of something that's going to be a pain in the ass for 2 seasons. All right, we don't do pain in the ass for 2 seasons. I do not want to do a pain in the ass save for 2 seasons. All right, guys. Okay, while we wait for the votes to come in, let me just announce tonight's draft. Guys, tonight we're doing a draft. In half an hour, we'll start the draft. Yes, in half an hour, we're going to start the draft. Half hour or 45 minutes. Please follow me on Twitch. Yeah, I think I'm going to play a 4-4-2 for the next one. For the next Countdown Challenge, exclusively 4-4-2. Baby. We're taking the English 4-4-2 to Italy. What's wrong with me? Why do I have to do some... I don't know, man. Life is such... Hey, look, if you can't have fun, what's the point, right? Right, guys? You can't have fun. Don't have fun. Don't bother trying. Yes, in half an hour, we are playing with the 0102 database. It's going to be draft mode madness. So whoever wants to take part in the draft, please bring yourselves to twitch.tv/Pastanet. You had a 4-1-2-1-2 diamond. I haven't played Sampdoria. So far, I've been playing with, Cagliari, man. I've been playing Cagliari. So Cagliari has been fun, but I tried taking a 4-4-2 with Cagliari, and I was, man, it was tough, very tough with Cagliari, because they are much better suited to something that's really deep. Because they got Diego Godin in that team, right? Who's a very good defender, but his acceleration is only 8. So I ended up playing a low block with Cagliari, a 4-2-2 DM system. So it's a 4-4-2 with double DMs. So I put them back and I stuck 2 in front. I mean, when you play a 4-4-2, there are many variations of a 4-4-2 that you can play. All right, so that's the plan, man. That's the plan. Are we gonna? Yeah, we might. Fabio Quagliera and Dan. Okay, guys, looks like it, man. We are gonna announce the winners of the poll. Okay, all right, in about a few seconds. Okay, we'll call the poll very soon. Yeah, we have 71 votes in 5 hours, guys. I think it's a close race between these two. I feel like leaving the poll up until the weekend is done. See whether anybody still has a chance. But it looks like we're going to go to Sampdoria, man. I'll show you the thing right now. Look at this. It's a close fight between the two. We got 71 votes in the last 5 hours. Where should our countdown challenge go to? Sampdoria or the Palermo Revival Project? Between these two, looks like the Palermo Revival Project is also very popular. So what we're going to call this save? Sampdoria's 4-4-2. Guys, Sampdoria's 4-4-2 project. How's that? Okay, that's it. It's been decided. But you guys, it was a close fight between these two. Right, 29 and 21 votes. But it's been decided. This shall be the Sampdoria 4-4-2 project. Okay, in 2 seasons, we are meant to do something. We are meant to get cup and league double with Sampdoria. Okay, so how this works is first I need to get a thumbnail done. That's the first thing. The Sampdoria project, I'm gonna ask somebody to do a thumbnail for me, because I'm not very good at thumbnails. Okay, for FYI, I'm just, when it comes to artwork, guys, I'm basically your definition of a shithead. I'm bucket at artwork. I can't do jack shit when it comes to design. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go and ask a friend of mine So design the artwork for me this weekend. And then we become the Sampdoria 442 project. Right. So what happens in this with this thing is very simple. Okay. Once the countdown project is done, that means after 2 seasons, that tag thing, the whole save is available for everybody on Discord. So you can then carry on with the project. Right. Speaking of which, there's also another, I think Jahai just started the Hot Potato Challenge again. The Hot Potato Challenge is up and running, man. You guys better take part in the Hot Potato Challenge. Essentially what happens is you pass the save around each other. Okay. You got the first, you in one month, you basically can't use the same formation shape once somebody else has used it. And you play for exactly 1 calendar month in the game. So if somebody's used a 442, you can't use it again. If somebody so either you start early or you pray to God they are all crazy. Because there was one Hot Potato Challenge I took part in with the guys. I think everybody was making crazy tactics, right? So that all the reliable shapes were still unused. Like nobody had played the 4132, nobody had played the 4312. I was like, what the hell? Oh, I can use these tactics. The other thing you can do in the Hot Potato Challenge is, yes, you can be a bit nasty if you want and sell the whole team and hand it to the next player. I don't know. It's up to you, man. Yes, we're going to Italy. We're going to be Tony Pulis. We're going to be the 442 Masters. The 442 Mahiguru. Yes, guys. The next project is the 442 Sampdoria's 442 project. I want to thank everybody for coming in. You guys were absolutely sensational. In 20 minutes time, we start over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Busternet. What are we doing? We are doing the FM draft. So you want to join me there? Because you're playing with the 0102 database. Who doesn't miss Batigol? Or Henrik Larsson? I even signed Wes Brown. Yeah, you got Wes Brown too in this thing. And you got Michael Owen. You've got I don't know. You got Roy Keane. Yeah, some pretty famous names in there. Stevie G is there as well. Yes. Some fantastic names. You loved my Diffuse challenge. I thought your date challenge. I was like, oh, I have a challenging date. Especially when you signed Dick Steele. Yeah, Dick Steele was a legend, man. Macaulay Bowden and Dick Steele. And what is his name? We are Hardy. Tom Hardy. We are Hardy, Dick Steele, and Bone. Can you imagine what kind of a stream what kind of a save I had? Drove me crazy, man. You can buy. We'll see what we do. We'll see what we do with the Countdown Challenge. So what do we do next week? Monday, Countdown Challenge. Half an hour's time, twitch.tv/Busternet. I'll see you guys there. Once again, thanks for popping in and helping me decide which of these teams we're going to be doing. The Countdown Challenge the polls have ended. I'm going to end the poll soon, but it was a clear and decisive winner. We are returning Sampdoria to Cup and League glory. We are going to be using the 442 to do it. You guys stay safe. I'll see you on Twitch very, very soon. Bye-bye.